Hey guys, this is Hayden from Patrick Craig Academy, and in today's video we are going to be talking about subject-verb agreement. If you're looking to follow along in a packet, I'm in the grammar usage packet, and the lesson starts on page 2. Subject-verb agreement is not too difficult on its own. All you have to remember is that singular subjects go with singular verbs and plural subjects go with plural verbs. Now, it is kind of opposite of each other, and I'll explain what I mean. Singular subjects don't usually have an S, but singular verbs do usually have an S. So we've got Sophie kicks a soccer ball. No S on our subject, but an S on our verb. For plural, it's the opposite. Plural subjects usually have an S, but plural verbs usually do not. So the birds travel long distances. We've got an S on our subject, no S on our verb. So just remember that the two are flip-flop of each other, and you'll be good. There are, of course, exceptions. Nothing in English is that easy. But our first exception are our bought words. So these are any word that ends in body, one, or thing. So this sentence, for example, everyone in the restaurant eats the same type of pizza. You might read that and think, oh, everyone, that's a lot of people. But because that word ends in one, it's one of our bought words, and we need a singular verb to match that. As on the plural side, there are words like both, few, many, and several, which, even though they don't end in an S, they are still plural words. Here's our example. Both of the clarinet players practice after school. Even though there's not an S there, both indicates they're talking about two people, which means we have to have that plural verb to match. We're also going to see some words like some, any, all, none, and most, which can be singular or plural. This depends on the context of the sentence. For example, all of the house is furnished versus all of the tables are furnished. We're going to be looking usually at our prepositional phrases that follow the word that any of the words that we just listed. So all of the house is furnished, because house is singular, we're going to have a singular verb. Versus all of the tables are inside, tables is plural. If we're talking about all of the tables, there's a bunch of tables, plural verb. We are also going to have, whenever you see one of, you're always going to have a singular verb to match it. Because even though I'm saying one of the girls, I'm only talking about one of them, even though it says girls. My subject is just that one girl. So we're going to have a singular verb to match it. Compound subjects are when you're linking two subjects together with either and or. If you're linking them with an and, then you're going to have a plural verb no matter what. The Smith family and their neighbors ate dinner. We've got two things joined by an and, so we have that plural verb to match it. However, if you join your two subjects with or, then you're going to be looking at the noun closest to the verb to decide if you're going to have a singular or a plural one. So this one says, the tutors or Patrick was teaching. Patrick is our subject closest to our verb was, so we have that singular verb. But if we switch it and we say Patrick or the tutors were teaching, the tutors is closest to our verb, so we're going to turn that plural by making it were. To answer subject-verb questions, we've kind of broken it down into steps, into ways to simplify it, so you're really only focusing on your subject and verb and not any of the other fluff in the sentence that is put there to confuse you. So here are the steps you're going to take. First, cross out any unnecessary phrases. This can be prepositional phrases, this can be non-essentials, just anything that distracts from the essence of your sentence. In this sentence, Lily, a grade student who, as a senior in high school, got a 36 in the ACT, is an ACT tutor. We can eliminate a grade student who, as a senior in high school, got a 36 in the ACT because the essence of our sentence is simply our subject, Lily, and our verb is plus an ACT tutor. So our sentence is now, Lily is an ACT tutor. It's so much easier to see what our subject and verb are and if they match. Then, to simplify everything even further, change your subject to either it or they, depending on if it's singular or plural, because it's super easy to distinguish between it or they. Lily is singular, so we're going to replace it with an it. Our sentence now, we're going to ask, does our verb match? Is it is, or is it are? Because right now it is, our subject works, and the sentence is great. Here's some extra practice you can do. Answers are in the back of the packet, but we are going to go over a sample question right now. So feel free to pause the video if you want to read through. But basically, we are going to walk through the same steps that we just did on that previous sentence. So we have our sentence right here. What can we cross out that's not necessary? If we're looking at our prepositional phrases, we can take out "of our triennial literary magazine." And then the essence of our sentence can be boiled down to, the editors is kept busy all year with a wide variety of tasks. All we have done is eliminate what we don't need so we can clearly see our subject and verb. So here are our answer choices to keep those in mind. We're just going to keep going through. Our subject, editors, it's plural. And our verb is. So we're going to change our subject, whether it's singular or plural, to it or they. Editors is plural, that's a they. Our verb is are. Our verb should be are in order to match. So our correct answer is choice C. The way it is right now, we have a plural subject and a singular verb, which does not work. We have one more sample question we're going to do together. This is a challenge one if you want to take a minute to read through. But we're going to do the same exact thing. Here's our sentence. What can we eliminate that's not necessary? In this case, all that we can really take out is "of the air during storms." But when we rewrite our sentence, this doesn't really help in terms of identifying what our subject and our verb are and if they're singular or plural. So we're just going to keep going. Sometimes you can eliminate it down to just one or two words, and that's okay. In this case, our subject is actually a concept. It is how these tiny creatures avoid being knocked out. And our verb, were. What we're going to ask ourselves, is that subject singular or plural? And this is where this one gets tricky. Our subject is actually singular because how is a concept. It's one idea. And any time that you see a question word, you'll know that you're looking at a concept of some sorts. And it's going to be singular. Right now, the sentence reads, it were. That's incorrect. It has to be singular, which the only answer choice that does that for us is answer choice D. Here are some further explanations if you need them, but here are some more practice ACT questions, and that's all.